What's going on, you guys? So check it right. As I kind of expected, the boy doing things, A-Reece just dropped a new track on us for his birthday titled Couldn't Have Said It Better Part 3. So as I said in my previous video, I thought he was either going to drop a new visual on us from Heaven Can Wait, or maybe drop a new single to prepare us for his next project. Now we got the third installment of the Couldn't Have Said It Better series, and I must say that he truly delivered on this one. I mean, every time I hear this nigga rap, it's like he's trying to outdo his last effort. I mean, his lyrical ability on this one is something else, guys. And the production, well, we'll get into that in due time. Now, A-Reece said a lot in this record, and it's definitely worth breaking down. Now, I just want to run down a couple of lines where A-Reece goes on to say, somewhere in the east, I'm smoking Exodus cheese while I'm listening to Rather You Than Me, but not the whole thing. There's really one song stuck on repeat, same one that comes on after Santorini, Greece. Now, A-Reece talks about getting high whilst listening to Rick Ross's album Rather You Than Me, but he's stuck listening to one song in particular. I mean, it's the same one that comes off the Santorini, Greece, which is Idols Become Rivals, where Rick Ross is seemingly taking shots at Birdman because of the whole contract situation with Lil Wayne. Now, in the past, we've seen some individuals who I'm sure Reece considered as idols, but have basically become rivals. I mean, one clear example would be Casper Nyovest, who Reece looked up to, but fast forward to now and they've basically become rivals at this stage of the game. Because if you guys remember, it was only them two competing for Artist of the Decade at the SA Hip Hop Awards. But you guys get my point though. So Reece goes on to say, any day of the week I might be set to release. I got executives on the edge of their seats. Happy birthday to me. Decided to treat myself, so I just bought this beat. So here's too many more. Cut it off or pass the aux. If it ain't Baby Boy and Black Metaphor. I mean, guys, at this point in time, Reece would be capable of dropping at any moment. I mean, we recently saw the producer 808X confirm that he has multiple records with Reece in the stash. And let's not forget the joint tape that he has with Joey Fats, which is set to drop sometime this year. So by Reece saying any day of the week I might be set to release, I believe him, man. So with it also being his birthday, he actually purchased a beat from Black Metaphor, who was a well-established producer based in the States. I mean, he was the one who actually produced the beat for Rick Ross on Idols Become Rivals. He also produced for so many other artists like Meek Mill, Dave East, Currency, The Game, French Montana, Isaiah Rashad, and many more. So for Reece to bag a beat like this from a well-established producer, I mean, that's dope to see, and it just shows that the boy is truly doing things. So Reece still goes on to say, they try to cut him off and pass along, but couldn't seem to kill the young bull like an amateur matador. Now, I think Reece is referring to Ambitious trying to hold his career a few years back, whilst trying to use niggas like Kid Teeny to get at Reece in order to be the next prospect. Now, we saw how that turned out. It was a flop, and I mean, Reece's star power has only gotten higher over the years, showing that they couldn't kill the young bull. Now, Reece wasn't done there. He still went on to say, it's hard to keep score, you know, they say that losers check the scoreboard. Do you know how to teach a person to be self-taught? Do you know how to lose an M and make it back, dog? So Reece is letting it be known that he stays winning, he's not checking the scoreboard. I mean, just in the past year, we've seen him take 2 awards at the SA Hip Hop Awards. We saw 2 of his projects make the top 5 most streamed albums just on Spotify, despite him having less than 100k monthly listeners. And he undoubtedly has the most loyal and most supportive fan base in SA Hip Hop. So he keeps winning, guys, and looks like he doesn't intend on slowing down. Now, in regards to the next 2 lines, I don't think Reece is going at anyone specifically, even though I'm sure some of you might think he was taking a shot at Nasty C, because we all know he signed to Def Jam, where I'm sure they pretty much take on the responsibility of handling the business side of things, allowing for Nasty to solely focus on the music. If anything, it sounds like Reece was just spitting game to niggas who want to pursue this music shit without knowing the business side of things, especially if they intend on pursuing the independent route. Or if they are signed, do they know the ins and outs of their contract? And if they were ever to run into a sticky situation, would they be able to bounce back and make their cash back? I mean, he's independent, so after leaving Ambitious, I'm sure all his moves were on a trial and error basis, where he had to teach himself the business side of things in the music industry. I mean, with Reece getting the short end of the stick in regards to Ambitious, you could say he learned the hard way. But moving along, he still goes on to say, all I hear is capping in your rap songs, and yet they still tell you niggas hats off. They don't see what's on the other side of that crack wall. You ain't cut from that cloth. You more like Vicuña cause you mad soft. You ain't running shit, you just catwalk. Hey yo guys, rappers are professional liars. And I'm quoting DJ Academics with that line. And it seems like Reece is of that belief. I mean, yet again, I don't think he was going at anyone specifically. But I mean, you see these niggas flexing on the gram with their jewelry, which is probably fake, houses that they probably don't own, and cars which they claim to own but are probably hired, with fans praising them for all of that shit, not knowing that it's all a facade. And I mean, with all that said, you will still find out that these niggas are getting screwed by their label, where they probably don't own nothing, not even their music, but they want to claim that they're real when they aren't really built like that. But anyways, Baby Boy still goes on to say, would you rather be a follower or be a vanguard? Nigga, you just a wannabe rap star, and that's the reason why you only made it that far. You should take notes. Daniel's son took my shot and won. I don't praise rap gods, I am one. Won't stop, can't stop. They don't make them like me anymore, nigga. At this point in the game, guys, it's quite clear that Reece sees himself as one of the pillars of SA hip-hop, busy setting the standard. I mean, he's not trying to follow in someone else's footsteps or ride a wave, because he is authentically trying to be himself. And look where that's gotten him in his career so far. Whereas other niggas see themselves as just rap stars as the end goal, without making any impact, without having an influence on other niggas to step up their bars and lyrical ability. And I guess they should be taking notes from Reece, because he is one of the biggest artists in the country at the moment. I mean, Baby Boy considers himself as a rap god at this point, and his brother Jody just acknowledged Reece as the rap king of Africa, which is dope to see. Now, the last few noticeable lines, Reece goes on to reveal something huge. He goes on to say, they want me to prove what I'm worth. I tell them I see you niggas on October 21st. Now, I remember a few weeks back when Reece tweeted, I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations. While it threw a lot of fans into a frenzy, because I mean, some of them feel entitled to what Reece should do and how he should move, to the point where people have started to doubt the boy, wanting him to prove his worth with new music once again. But I guess on the 21st of October, he's going to silence all the doubters and all the haters with his next project, which I'm assuming is going to be his infamous album Paradise 2. I'm hoping it is P2, because he has been teasing it since 2020, and I guess now would be the right time to drop it, since fans have been asking for it, well, for the longest. Now, Reece has actually dropped quite a few projects on the 21st of October, starting with his first album, Paradise, back in 2016. In 2017, he dropped probably his best album to date, From Me to You and Only You. And in 2018, he dropped And I'm Only 21. So he has a few projects linked to that date already, and it looks like he'll be adding to his catalog once again. Now, with all that said, right, the track was really good overall, and it's dope to see Reece still carrying on with the Couldn't Have Said It Better series. I mean, the first two are already solidified with how dope they are, and Reece just added another one to his collection. It's like Drake and his AM and PM series, where they get self-reflective and just rap. And I appreciate that Reece has a tradition of his own. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on all of this. Were you surprised that Reece dropped on his birthday? Did you find the track dope as well? And are you excited for what Reece has coming on October 21st? Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.